How's it going, everyone? It's September 6th, 2023. This is yellow egg plum. Notice how large this is. A few days ago I took a video of a different plum and somebody suggested that maybe it was yellow egg. However, yellow egg is like 3-4 times larger than the other one, including green gage. Green gage is a much smaller plum. Yellow egg, look how big it is. Look at this. Let's give it a try. It's very sweet. Tastes a lot like the Italian prune. If someone was to put a blindfold on, I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference between this and the Italian prune. It's really good. It's really good. Maybe this one's just a little softer, but just a hair mealier than the Italian prune. But perhaps this was just too ripe, so I can't judge that one. Let's try maybe this one. Actually, before I do that, let's compare this with a different plum. Look at the size difference. This is Seneca Plum. Look at that. Look at that size difference. This is about the same size as that other yellow plum, but Seneca's maybe even smaller. Look at that. And then I'm picking Italian prunes over here. There's Italian prune. Italian prune. Look at that. It's like a medium-sized Italian prune. They seem to be a little bit smaller on this tree, but nonetheless, the yellow egg is just that huge. Look at that. So let's taste this one. So, if you actually eat them side by side, the Italian prune is more rich in flavor. This one is a little more bland, and that possibly is because of its large size. So the flavors aren't as concentrated, and it's not as freestone. The seed does not come loose as easy as the Italian. It does come out, but it gets hung up kind of like my other unknown blue plum. That strip of flesh along that seed does not want to come loose. Look how meaty that is, though. You know, But the cool thing about Italian prune is just so versatile. It's just the right size. If you rip them open, they dry pretty well. Whereas like if you rip this one in half, you'd probably have to cut it into quarters to dry it, because it's just not gonna dry. Like this half would just not dry, so big. Maybe it would, but probably wouldn't risk trying to lay such large halves down to dry. I'd probably cut them more. But the Italian prune, you just rip it in half and dry it. That's Italian prune. Super nice, versatile plum. But this tree, Seneca Plum, even smaller than the Italian prune. Small plum. Small. How does it compare in taste? Here's a soft one. It's juicier and a little bit sweeter than the Italian. And the seed is not as free either. The seed gets hung up, but it tastes a little bit sweeter and possibly a little bit richer than the Italian. Very rich flavor on these Seneca plums, especially if you get like a fully ripe one. By the way, if I got an Italian on the same ripeness side, probably be very similar, because this one's not fully ripe. So maybe it's not a fair comparison. Let's go back and find one that's more ripe. Got some ripe ones in here. This one's soft. So when Italian prune is ripe, it gets like a juicy, almost nectar-like flavor. Very sweet. But if they go for too long, they get a little bit mealy. I don't know how to explain it. Still sweet, still juicy, but the flavor, you kind of lose some of the flavor, I think, a little bit, in my opinion. Maybe it's because like the acidity goes away completely, and I kind of like a little bit of the acidic balance, just at least a touch, and it maybe completely goes away, so it just tastes mealy to me if I let them sit for too long. But nonetheless, still really good. Sometimes I just gotta find them like just the right consistency. There it is compared to the Seneca. That one's still a bit green, so the flavors aren't fully developed. But when you dry them at this stage, it's perfect. Yeah, I threw all the ripe ones in the... Oh, here's one. Okay, let's compare this one. Yeah, Seneca is just sweeter and more flavorful. It's like a flavor bomb similar to Green Gage. It's like a flavor bomb, but Green Gage has a different flavor than this one. Seneca is just a slightly different flavor, but very rich, and the seed is not completely free, so it's maybe not so much a processing plum, as like a fresh eating plum. Yeah, if I was to go out and snack on some plums, I'd probably be snacking on the Seneca and the green gauge, even though I snack on the Italian prunes all the time. It just depends on which tree I'm close to, but if I had a choice with like 2 plums in front of me, then I'd probably go with the Seneca. It's a little juicier and more flavorful. So yeah, that's my quick plum comparison. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I post a new video. I appreciate all your comments and likes. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you next time.